The thing is, while some people might have enjoyed this, many residents wouldn't enjoy this, especially the traffic and the noise that comes with it. So you can see the chairman's now being briefed along with Bong and the rest of the team here. So you can hear in the background they're doing the sirens to try and get the drivers to come out and move these vehicles. If they come in time, it's just a ticket. If they don't come in time, they could be impounded. I can see over here the MMDA SCOG team are taking down this this tent that's in the road here. And I can see the Manila MTPB boys are taking away this stuff. Some people are trying to roll up their stuff so that the MMDA won't confiscate it. But of course, if you allow that, all that's going to happen as soon as you leave is they'll roll it down again. So it's really better if they just remove it, because this is the road. You can see the MTPB are going to take these carts and put them on the back of the MMDA truck. They already took down that tarpauling. They're not allowing them just to roll it up and then there you go, they're going to put it on the back of the MMDA truck. They're just waiting one more minute. If the driver of this one doesn't appear, it's going to be impounded and towed away to clear the obstruction. And you can see the chairman's also here monitoring what's going on to make sure this is a good operation. It is a cooperation between Manila local government, so the MTPB and the MMDA. So you can see the Manila guys are actually loading stuff onto the MMDA SCOG truck. Further along the road, they're dealing with other vehicles, issuing tickets and potentially impounding them. They'll also be looking for riders with no helmets and other typical violations that you see during these operations. The driver's already appeared for this jeepney, so they'll just issue a ticket and then ask him to move the vehicle. The white one still has no driver, so most likely it will be towed away to clear the obstruction. Over here, they're issuing a ticket to a tricycle for illegal parking. Again, there is a driver, so he'll just have a ticket rather than having it impounded. They just broke the lock off this so that they can move it and put it on the back of the truck. I think they're going to need a lot more trucks. This rider here has been stopped for a no helmet. He does have a license, so it'll just be a ticket. If you don't have a license, then it would be impounded. You can see over here some of the residents are taking down the basketball hoop because there is a good chance that could be confiscated if they didn't. Over here you can see they're getting the tricycles ready to go onto the tow truck. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to connect them, but they have already been impounded. So that bike there is being impounded. Initial violation was no helmet, and then the license produced isn't actually genuine. This is something that happens quite a lot, people producing questionable licenses. How much did you pay for this? Makano?
500 yata.
500? Where from? Saan?
Tayuman.
Huh?
Tayuman.
So it turns out this jeepney is also going to be towed. He did show a valid license and he was ticketed, but he doesn't have any way to move it. He doesn't actually have the keys. The idea is you get the ticket and you move the vehicle immediately so it's no longer an obstruction. Since he can't move it, they're going to be the ones to move it with a tow truck. I think they might be planning to remove this one also. You can see it's sidewalk and then they buried it off for basically making an extension of their private property. So I think they're going to be removing this and putting it on the back of the truck. I can see someone over there is using an angle grinder to cut off their gate. They probably want to rescue it before the MMDA confiscate it. So you can see this jeepney is now being towed and they now have access to the white one. It's now on the truck and ready to be taken away. You can see the PNP are also here to offer any assistance as required.
Pag ito nilabas nyo, inikutan namin, hinto construction nyo, papaito natin yan. Huwag kayo magaan sa kalsada, Diyos naman. Ito, ano to? Oh. Hindi ka pwede yan eh. Tanggalin nyo lahat ng obstruction, pati yung kabila, ha? Para at least, kung may paparada man, hindi na rito, ha? Kinain nyo lang ang setback yan eh.
I think they're about to deconstruct this one that's been built here. I can't really say if it's road or sidewalk, but it's definitely doesn't appear to be private property. There's some interesting electric wiring going to it also. Just over here they're getting ready to pick up the red car, again for illegal parking. Oh, just as I went and looked at that red car, they managed to knock this thing down, but they still have to get it on the back of a truck. It looks like they're going to deconstruct it first. That makes more sense so that it doesn't take up the whole space on the truck.
mga nato, then i-clear, kunin nila sa impounding area natin. Pero yung mga street vendors sa kaliwat kanan ng kalsada, kiniklear natin yan dahil ito yung yung obstruction. So, ibig sabihin, hindi tayo nagkulang. Alam nila, matagal nang paulit-ulit na pinagsasabihan sila na i-clear natin itong lugar na ito. Alam ng mga barangay captains, alam ng mga residente dahil winawarningan sila.
Chairman, ano pong masasabi niyo yung lahat yung mga kalsada na nililinis ng MMDA pag binabalikan madumi?
Meron yung ilan, yung mga ibang barangay captain na talagang nakikipag-cooperate naman sa atin na may maintain naman Pero yung mga lugar na na-clear na natin at na-turn over sa mga barangay officials at bumabalik pa rin, then may ibang approach na tayo dyan.
Ano po ang gagawin?
May nakikipag-usap tayo kay Yusek Dinyo sa DILG, sa Barangay Affairs. At magtutulungan na tayo kung paano natin didisiplinahin itong mga barangay officials na hindi na
Gumawa kayo ng legal action against sa mga barangay officials?
Yes, nasa DILG yan. At actually, under sa kanila naman yan. Pero ibig sabihin, nakikipagtulungan tayo sa kanila. Itong street na ito, matagal na. Bago pa mag-Holy Week. In fact, alam nila na ngayong araw na ito, babalik, mag-cooperate kami. Pero nakita naman ninyo, nadatnan pa rin natin. Akala nila siguro, hindi nagbibiro tayo.
And I think the SCOG team are about to confiscate this basketball hoop, which should be the first time I've ever seen this happen. It is a road, so there's no reason why they can't confiscate it to clear the obstruction. I'm not exactly sure how they plan to do this because this thing is huge, but let's just stand by and see how this goes. So you can see right now they're tying some rope so that they can securely lift this up. And there you go, it's sitting nicely in the truck. And you can see they're now continuing along the road with the operation. I was surprised by the first one. Now I don't even have any words if they're really going to pick up the second one. So I think the plan is to pick this one up and put it on the other side of the truck. I think it's going to be difficult, but if they can do it, okay, good on them. I don't know if you were able to hear her, but that lady put her thumb out the window and she was saying very good. The thing is, while some people might have enjoyed this, many residents wouldn't enjoy this, especially the traffic and the noise that comes with it. And it looks like another one's down. They just have to make sure everything's tied down securely.
Salamat po at action na po ito. First time to. I've been here for 24 years already. Ngayon lang po nangyari yan. Na na-clear.
At actually, talagang matagal na nating winarningan itong mga to, barangay kapitan, mga officials. Alam nilang magki-clear tayo.
Maraming salamat, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Along here you can see there are more of the tow trucks ready to impound vehicles. It could be for illegal parking, it could be for no license. There's various reasons, student permit for example. Anyway, we're just following the chairman now. I think the chairman's now looking at this property here because it looks like it's been built on the sidewalk. If you look there, that's the sidewalk, and then suddenly you hit this building here. Here's a rider, two riders, no helmet. So if he has a license, they'll just issue a ticket. If he doesn't have a license, they'll impound the motorcycle. There is a driver's license, so they'll just issue a ticket and then he can be on his way as long as he finds a helmet first. And it turns out he has a helmet, although it's a bicycle helmet and not a motorcycle helmet. So that would be considered unauthorized. So you can see they're starting to leave the street. This truck is full, this truck is full, that truck is full. And to be honest, there's probably still more stuff you could clear, but all of the trucks are completely full. You can see they're towing behind them tricycles. Sorry, it's a little bit noisy because tow trucks are inherently noisy. But yeah, full load for everyone.